Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this April 24th. It was a cold, damp weekend. I've had people debating on Facebook and other places. They asked me at church yesterday, which winter is this? Sometime back, I wrote an article about that, and I can't even keep up myself. And then when you tell them, oh, it's this winter, and then they go, no, I think it's this. And they'll argue with you. And so I try to get out of that fight of determining which winter it is. Some say it's wildberry, or was it woodberry? No, wildwood winter. I don't know. I think blackberry winter's already come and gone. Linen breeches, some have been tossing that around. Linen breeches winter. We get all these little cool spells before Derby Day and pretty typical stuff. So I don't know which winter you would call it. That's debatable. Everybody has a different take. But, you can just call it what it is, a cool, damp weekend. And finally, we have gotten past the rain, and we're going to be warmer over the next few days. So that's some good news after a kind of a sloppy weekend. As far as the numbers go, we picked up 58 hundredths of an inch of rain yesterday, Sunday, at the Bowling Green Airport. But if you add up that to everything else that we've had since Friday, it totals for Bowling Green an inch and 63 hundredths, well over an inch and a half of rain. I know it probably seems like more, but there were some places that got 2 to 3 inches of rain, and some portions of eastern Kentucky picked up over 4 inches of rain. So it certainly was a soaker. It put us pretty much back on track to where we should be for the month of April and for the year to date. Right now for April, we're at 4.04, and that puts us ahead by 82 hundredths of an inch for the month. Year to date, we're still showing a deficit of about 0.8 of an inch. But, what was it, Thursday or early Friday, we were almost 2 inches behind on year-to-date rainfall, and I said, this rain coming in for the weekend, it may put us close to even, and it did. So we're good. We're good for a while. We could do without some rain for several days, and it looks like that's going to be the case. Yesterday's high, with all the clouds and the showers, 55 at the Bowling Green Airport, that happened around 11 o'clock last evening, believe it or not. It got that warm. Well, it was chilly all day, but it got warmer as we got into the nighttime hours and the rain came to an end. 72 is the average high temperature, so we were 17 degrees below average yesterday, and it felt like it. 48 was our low, and believe it or not, that's where we should be for a low temperature on average this time of the year. 1 year ago, we had a high of 73 and a low of 50 back in 2016. Today, even though we're starting out with some clouds and a little bit of patchy drizzle this morning, there's still a little weak disturbance over central and eastern Kentucky this morning. That's keeping some clouds around for us, and even a little bit of patchy drizzle in a couple of cases, but we're going to call for decreasing clouds today and maybe some sunshine coming back with a high of 68, much warmer, northeast wind at 8. Tonight, partly cloudy, down to 52. For Tuesday, mostly sunny, even warmer, with a high of 78. So we'll jump a good 10 degrees tomorrow as things really dry out. And how about Wednesday? Sunshine and 85 degrees. Here we go, hopping right back into June. At least it's going to feel like it. But there is a cold front that is going to arrive very early Thursday morning. And with that will come a chance of showers and thunderstorms as we get into the day. Thursday, 75 will be the high. Now that front is going to move south of us into the Tennessee Valley on Thursday night and then return on Friday as a warm front. And that will shoot us all the way back to 82 on Friday with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, well, this weekend is going to look and feel completely different from this past weekend. We're calling for a mostly sunny, breezy, you could even say hot day on Saturday with a high of 88. Yeah, close to 90 degrees by Saturday. And then Sunday, as we get ready to close out the month of April, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 86, as another cold front makes its way in here Sunday night into next Monday, a week from today. So take heart if you're tired of the clouds and the dampness and the wet weather. It's over. It's over as the day progresses, and then we're going to see several days of drying out and warming back up here in southern Kentucky. In the meantime, have a great day. Thanks for listening as always, and God bless. Know the weather before it knows you. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. Later today, if you can, join me for my radio show, Classic Hits Sam 100.7, between 3 and 7 p.m.